Greetings, everyone. Merry Christmas to y'all. At least those of you who are watching this when this video is live on December 25th, Christmas Day. I'm here to tell you all briefly about my views of Christmas. Probably the most important thing that I can tell you my thoughts about Christmas is that for this year, I'm happy I'm at home. I'm not traveling out to my parents today. One, it allows me to live stream today. Two, it allows me to focus more on the spiritual side of Christmas. And three, it allows me more to relax. I don't have to worry about how I'm going to juggle being with my parents versus my need to attend services. So that's a big thing. I was planning to tell my parents if they were planning to come pick me up. That wasn't planning to attend, but when when I got Dad's call and he told me he wasn't able to come pick me up this year, that was like burden relieved. Secondly, I'd like to say that, especially focusing on the more spiritual aspect of Christmas, you need to realize that Christmas and Easter are interrelated. Without one, the other cannot happen. I mean, let's look at it for a second. Without Jesus being born at Christmas time, he could never be crucified or be raised again at Easter. I mean, God himself, he needed a perfect human sacrifice. And only Jesus could qualify for that sacrifice, because he was 100% man and 100% God. He was without original sin. And he lived a life that was completely without sin. Only he could be that perfect sacrifice. And if Jesus was never crucified on Good Friday and raised again on Easter, or if he was false and he was never, his body wasn't raised on Easter, only scholars would look at his life. Only historical scholars would. In fact, we might even have Christianity today, because we might still be worshipping gods like Odin, Thor, Zeus, Hades, Poseidon, and other false gods of the past. Their worshippers would probably still be around. We'd still be sacrificed to false gods unless we had converted to the Jewish faith. But God had a plan, and the first Christmas and Easter happened. I mean, God's plan was the salvation was started all the way back after the fall of man in Genesis. It was outlined through the prophets. I mean, Isaiah was the one who talked about him being a suffering servant. Daniel outlined the exact time frame that he would come, which was in prophetic weeks, which each week being a period of 7 years. And plus Daniel actually prophesied all the major empires that would come after he was in Babylon. The Babylonian, the Medo-Persian, the Greek Empire of Alexander, the Roman Empire. And basically, God had a plan. And God's plan came true. If you're celebrating Christmas this year and you haven't accepted God's plan as real, I encourage you to take a deeper look. God's plan is the only one thing that makes sense for this whole world. Take a look at, and honestly ask yourself, what are the odds that someone could fulfill over 1,000 different prophecies in just one lifetime, including prophecies that they themselves couldn't control, like the town where they were born, how they were born, who they were born to, their exact lineage, who would be governing at the time of their birth, the exact time frame of their birth. I mean, when we take a look at just those prophecies alone, that is like overwhelming. I mean, and those who came to offer him gifts right after, when he was like 2 years old, the wise men. Christmas is probably one of the most important holidays of the year for me as a Roman Catholic, if there being the period between Good Friday and Easter Sunday. Of course, Advent before Christmas and Lent before Easter are also very important too, times of the year, because those are the times of the year where you can prepare for the great spiritual celebrations that are coming up. I mean, if you're not right with God for Christmas and Easter, it just doesn't feel right, at least to me. I mean, I was feeling quite joyful, even though I was worried about things like rent. But God came through for me. I'm able to pay my rent, so this Christmas I can rejoice in the fact that God is my provider. Not only has God provided for my salvation, but He's also given me a chance to He's also providing for me day by day. I'm confident that He'll provide me work somehow, where it's you guys supporting me so I can continue creating Christian content like this video, or where it'll be more steady work at where I work, or even a permanent part-time or full-time job. I'm feeling, I can tell you right now that regardless of that, I'm feeling a strong call towards the priesthood. If you're a believer like I am, please pray for me as I continue to pursue this call that I feel that God's given me. Ask for your prayers going forward for this, and for me creating my content here and on Twitch. I really would appreciate your prayers, your support. I mean, if you enjoy what I'm talking here, please do consider liking this video on YouTube. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you're enjoying my content, leave a comment in the comments about what you think about Christmas, and share this video with others, because really that's all I've got to share with you guys about my feelings about Christmas. Until next time, folks, I've been Swag. Have a Merry Christmas, and may God bless you, and I'll see you again. If you're not watching my gaming videos, another video like this will probably be next week about not only New Year's Day, but the Assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary. Until next time, goodbye.